Welcome to the Battle Lab Conus Brief for the 3rd of February 2022. The following points highlight the curated news and information of note affecting our communities and the nation. Note 1. Researchers at Johns Hopkins University have provided analysis that the worldwide lockdowns did nothing to slow the spread of the Chinese flu, but devastated economies and set back millions financially. The research staff concluded that there was no definitive evidence that the general lockdowns, school shutdowns, border closures, or limiting of social gatherings in size or number, had any noticeable effect on the mortality rates among those infected. However, the report did find that the reduced economic activity, high unemployment, and limits on schooling did contribute to the causes of political unrest, exploding rates of domestic violence, soaring mental health issues, and the general undermining of representative liberal democracies. Note 2. Consumer pessimism is growing as inflation accelerates. The pandemic, out-of-control government spending and money printing have all combined and contributed to the unchecked misery that Americans are experiencing, as their dollars continue to be worth less, and the prices of goods and services rise. Inflation will be a huge political hot potato in the coming midterm elections for Democrats and Republicans alike. Most Americans have done all they can to tighten their spending habits and make cuts where they can. However, that strategy has its limits too. Note 3. Have you forgotten about the social justice protests of 2020? The looting, rioting, property destruction, and general lawlessness and mayhem that followed the death of George Floyd incurred an estimated $2 billion in damages as well as cost dozens their lives. Analysis of the social unrest, conducted by the Coalition of Police Chiefs, revealed at least 8,700 protests occurred across 68 major cities, and 574 involved acts of violence related to the George Floyd protests occurred in just a 2-month span. It is of significant value to consider and note that while politicians and top law enforcement officials fixate on the so-called January 6th Capitol insurrection, they continue to downplay the murder, disorder, and mayhem related to the events of 2020. For more, please join the Battle Lab staff on Patreon and at www.battlelab.us. Thank you.